Welcome to ASTOP's summary of the changes and impacts of the empty rates mitigation options in England, which are effective from the 1st of April 2024. The changes were announced on the same day as the March 2024 budget and based on the 2023 consultation on property tax avoidance and evasion. This short video focuses on industrial spaces in England. In early 2024, an expert panel put together by ASTOP summarised the empty rates mitigation options available into three broad headings: already ineffective, those that were effective whilst the space remained empty, and what can often be forgotten is the best way to avoid empty rates, which is to ensure that it is not empty, whether that's achieved by working with the commercial or charity sectors. Although it was not part of the actual speech of the budget on the 6th of March 2024, the following widely expected change to bring England much closer to what Wales and Scotland had already implemented over 2 years earlier was confirmed in the written documents issued on the same day by the government. The big change being that if you're responsible for industrial space incurring empty rates in England, you will now be burdened with empty rates for 3 months, i.e. 13 weeks, at 100% before you can trigger the request for 6 months exemption. Prior to the 1st of April 2024, your 100% empty rates burden would have been less than half at only 6 weeks. With further anti-avoidance introductions expected imminently and this 1/3 increase cost for intermittent occupation, it has now been rendered far less attractive compared to both the more ethical and palatable options and also the pre-1st of April 2024 version of itself. Here's a brief summary of what brought this change about. What the government described as box shifting in its release, or Bluetooth device using, was based on public and political sentiment deeming this increasingly unpopular because it has been squeezing councils' key services who are missing out on collecting 80% of their empty rates revenue on industrial voids. Box shifting now takes 3 months even before £1 is saved by those seeking to avoid empty rates in this way, and the best you are likely to achieve with an agent drops by 1/5 from a 64% saving to around 53%, and that's if the expected anti-avoidance measures don't add to the risk of even this not being achieved. With the charity and community sector playing a greater role in society, especially in harder times, the ethical charity-led mitigation alternative, which has remained untouched from the 2023 consultation and 2024 budget day, now stands out as the front runner. Here's a visual overview of the choices available to landlords and operators with excess space and the comparable costs and savings. First option, pay empty rates and keep the space empty. We've used £100,000 per annum for simplicity, but this example can be scaled up and down. Alternatively, working with ASTOP's charity network will trigger a net saving to the landlord from day one of at least 55%. We've shown the highest cost to the landlord in the graph at £45,000 over 365 days. As the government has done for decades now, it is supportive of the charity sector. Plus, for UK tax-paying landlords who donate space to charities, in kind in essence, they will benefit from a retrospective tax deduction, which typically doubles the savings during the year from 55% to 100%. Hence the large drop at day 366 to show the ASTOP option costing zero overall for longer durations. The dotted line shows the 55% savings which will still be achieved by non-tax-paying entities such as pension schemes and REITs. To help you compare, the green line shows what you could achieve under the new 13 weeks rule in England's industrial voids with an agent. You would incur 100% empty rates for 91 days before getting the relief for 182 days. During those 182 days, you would typically pay the agent 20% of the savings before the cycle repeats again, which makes it more expensive than the charity option, whatever the duration. The shaded area between the green lines showing how the box shifting option, formerly known as intermittent occupation, has gone up in cost dramatically from the 1st of April 2024, so much so that it is no longer competitive. Here again are the three options going forward from the 1st of April 2024. However, there is a fourth option for those who might have the fortune of spare space, great diary management, and a zero-cost in-house team to move items every 3 to 6 months and fight councils who resist. The yellow line is the best case scenario for box shifting as it shows zero cost during the rates relief period. Comparing all options, only with ASTOP will you achieve any savings during the first 91 days, because In-house or agent-led box shifting will still carry the burden of the longer 91 days at 100% empty rates to trigger the exemption for the next 6 months. The shaded red area shows the landlord's net savings from the ASTOP charity network option during that first quarter. And over the next 2 quarters, because of the unknown total duration, even with an in-house team, there is only a 1 in 4 chance that the landlord's in-house team will outperform the charity-led option overall, and that drops to 0 in 4 chance for intermittent occupation by agents using box shifting or a Bluetooth device in England's industrial voids. That's the impact of the change being made by the government with effect from the 1st of April 2024. For landlords, comparing the option of doing nothing with the best option available, as measured in financial terms and in terms of ESG, is the charity network route. The shaded area shows the cost savings that can be achieved, especially on the first anniversary, whilst retaining the flexibility of terminating the relationship at any time, penalty-free, with just a month's notice. To summarise, from the 1st of April 2024, both in terms of the level of savings and the time taken to start to save, box shifting is no longer effective in England, just like Wales and Scotland. Insurance costs are lower when a space is occupied by charities compared to intermittent box shifters. And with lights on and with activity, spaces are better maintained and noticed more by potential tenants. Plus, the police are known to be more helpful when a space is let to a charity if a squatting attempt arises. And finally, of note for developers, they're more likely to achieve substantial SIL savings with the charity-led option. Both developers and landlords are conscious of the long game when it comes to their valuable assets. Long after the charity-led, tax-backed, ethical empty rate savings comes to an end, these landlords and developers will enjoy the benefits of a more positive relationship with stakeholders like residents and council departments such as housing, business rates and planning, compared to those who have or continue to avoid empty rates by box shifting. If you have any questions or wish to discuss any aspect of this video or our work, please reach out. Thank you.